Throughout his four-decade rule, Mugabe was one of the continent's most divisive figures. Once a celebrated freedom fighter, Mugabe in later years was accused of orchestrating human rights abuses against impoverished black Zimbabweans, white farmers, and thousands of LGBTQ people. Critics say he amassed vast wealth as the resource-rich southern African nation spiraled into poverty. Take a look back at Mugabe's origins provides some insight into the controversial leader's rise to power. Mugabe was born in 1924 in Kutama, southern Rhodesia, now Zimbabwe, just 4 months before the British colonized the country. After earning the first of his 7 degrees in 1951, he embarked on a career as a schoolteacher. Together with his first wife, Sarah Sally Hayfron, Mugabe fought in Ghana in the late 1950s, and experienced firsthand the fruits of independence in the former British colony and Ghanaian government's goal of offering equal educational opportunities. He was inspired to become a Marxist. In 1961, after the British banned the NDP, Mugabe was at the forefront of the launch of a deadly guerrilla war against the colonizers. 2 years later, he founded the Zimbabwe African National Union, ZANU, another resistance movement, in the East African country Tanzania. The party was quickly outlawed because of its opposition to white rule, and police arrested Mugabe in southern Rhodesia the following year. Mugabe spent the next 10 years behind bars, but continued to lead the guerrilla movement from his prison cell. When his only child with Hayfron, Namajanaika, died of malaria in 1966 at age 3, authorities refused to allow Mugabe to attend the funeral. Mugabe's claims to the Peace Prize ended shortly after. Just 2 years later, Mugabe sent a North Korea-trained 5th Brigade to the province of Matabeleland to crush a rebellion started mainly by members of the minority Ndeb tribe. More than 20,000 people were killed in the ethnic cleansing, which became known as the Gukuraindi suppression. The suppression ended when ZANU-PF and the Zimbabwe African People's Union signed the Unity Accord, forming a united nationalist party. In 1987, the year that Mugabe assumed the presidency after the prime ministerial role was abolished. He went on to win every subsequent election until his ouster. Supporters of Morgan Tsvangirei's Movement for Democratic Change, MDC, took the streets in the 2008 election, after Mugabe claimed victory in a vote that Tsvangirai dubbed a violent, illegitimate sham of an election process. An estimated 200 people died before the 15-member Southern Africa Development Community brokered the fractious government of national unity. MDC again claimed massive voter fraud during the 2013 campaign. With his mental and physical health in question, a conflict over who would succeed the longtime leader heated up. Mugabe fired Vice President Emmerson Mnangagwa, who was seen as a potential successor and had the support of the military, earlier this month. Simultaneously, Mugabe's wife accelerated her attempts to position herself as a top contender for the presidency after her husband's death. Nick Robbins early contributed to this report.